Alrighty, so welcome everybody to HackTheLib's first ever debugging tournament. We've held a previous online hackathon, but we've done pretty atypical workshops. But this is the first time, we're branching off, trying something new. And, it's something new on our end, and something new we hope for you guys as well, to make this online hackathon experience something cool and fun to kick off the new year with. This is the first tournament which we'll be holding today. It's the debugging tournament, which we'll be talking about more as we go on. And then tomorrow we also have a competitive programming tournament. All the details which can be found on our website at HackTheLib.com. So without any further ado, let's get towards talking about what we'll be doing and get started.
All right, so for debugging tournament today, basically the name gives it all, but you'll be given a buggy code full of errors in Python, and you're responsible for fixing those bugs, and the documentation will walk you through what to fix and how to make it work. Basically, the errors will be syntax errors, mainly logic errors though, and it should be to kind of navigate yourself through, but pretty difficult as you get towards the last two puzzles of the debugging file.
Exactly, guys. And it's going to be working up in a easy to hard difficulty. So as you begin, it's going to become harder and harder to solve the problems. And the goal is to finish the problems in the fastest and most quickest manner. And speaking of those details, you guys will have 35 minutes to start working. Labdi will be posting the replit with the bugged Python file, and you have 35 minutes to start solving.
From Ravi Kumar. Really quick, we got a question. How will we know if we get the question correct? So basically, there are going to be 7 puzzles in one file, around 135 lines, and you basically get to follow the final output will be written in the documentation in it, and it'll tell you how to debug that piece of code, and it should be pretty self-explanatory. But if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself or ask in the chat during the 35 minutes.
Exactly, guys. For those 35 minutes, all of us will be turning off our cameras, we'll be going on mute. But if you ever have a question, Labdi and I can pull you into a separate breakout room. If you have a specific question, you can always chat us. We will be looking at the Discord as well. So although we'll be quiet, support will still be available. So let's talk about some of the rules now. Well, hopefully at this point, all of you guys have created a Replit account. And when we create a Replit account, Labdi will be dropping a link to a Replit, which we have created beforehand, which is filled with 7 and 9 buggy problems. Now, you're going to be responsible for creating a new Python file in Replit's website and naming it in a certain way. So like you see Labdi, her last name is Jane. So you should have whatever your first name is, underscore last name, and then underscore debugging. This way we can make sure that all the files are properly sorted, like they're just highlighted. And then once we have shared the file, we want all you guys to copy all the code in the file we're providing and then pasting it into the Python file you just made. Once you've done that, you'll have 35 minutes to debug the program. Like we said, it's going to be 7 or 9 problems, working up in easy to hard difficulty. And as you move up, the code will start to get a bit harder. You'll notice that it's going to range from simple syntax errors to more logical errors, which is going to take you a couple more minutes to solve from. And once you're done, copy the file, the link especially, and send that in an email to with the subject line, your name, and then the debugging subject line, and then email that to that email down below. Now, if you cannot email it to us, you can also privately DM us on Discord. If that is the preferred method, just make sure that you get it to me or Labdi once you have finished. The goal, obviously, of this debugging competition is to not only solve all the problems, but also solve them in the fastest way. So make sure that once you have finished, whatever you find fastest, whether it's Labdi, if you want to drop your email, there you go, yep. People want to email you, or if you want to DM us on Discord, do whatever is the fastest way for you.
All right, so for the prizes, basically the winner will be determined through time and whether he or she finishes the whole file and make sure it runs correctly. So once we have a winner, there will be only one winner, and the prizes, or the winner will be I can undo my thing. Fine, I'll just 3. Okay, there we go. Thanks. Okay. So the prizes are Raspberry Pi and Dot, homemade wireless phone charger, and looks like.
All right. Sorry about that. Looks like my internet's going on and off. All right. You go, Lobby?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So at this point, guys, let us know if you have any questions. But without any further ado, let's get this thing started. So we'll wait for the next couple
All
minutes.
right. So
yeah. Any questions? No, we can get started.
yeah. Let's get started at 4:15. So we have a good time slot from 4:15 to 4:50.
Yeah. And just to make sure all you guys are in the Discord, right? If not, we can drop an invite real quick. Hopefully you are in the Discord at this point. And the file with the replicate code, which you will be copying and then pasting into your own separate file, will be available in the debugging tournament channel.
Yep. So right now you guys should be creating a file in Replit, a Python file in Replit, and naming it your first and last name, and then debugging. I'll put an example of that in the chat.
Yep, if I go to Replit right now, if anybody has a question, just open up their website, go to Replit, hit new REPL. This will be a Python Replit, and then name it like we said. So my name is Rayan _Siddiqui, and then debugging.
Yep, perfect.
Once you create that, once you have finished solving all the problems, just copy this link and then either send it to me or Labdi to make sure we get yours the fastest.
Yep. All right, guys, 2 more minutes to go. Any questions?
Are we allowed to use our own IDE to test stuff out, or do you want us to just use Replit?
So yeah, you can definitely use your IDE. We're not using any sort of libraries or anything. It's just logical coding. So yeah, you're free, definitely free to use your IDE. But just for the sharing purposes, it would be really nice if you copy all of your code once it's working onto a Replit and then just share it with us. So it's kind of easier to grade you guys's debugged projects.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. All right, 1 more minute. I'm just gonna copy the link.
Cole is asking how we share our Replit. So guys, to share your Replit, you can just copy the link in your browser and just send that link over to either me or Labdi on Discord if you think I think the Discord is probably the fastest, or if not, you could either email Labdi at the email she provide in the chat. Just copy the link.
Yeah, in fact, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys just email it to me. That way everything's very well organized. But it's completely fine if you guys Discord it to either me or Rayan.
So I'm assuming once someone sends you guys the correct Replit, you will tell everyone, right?
Yeah, we'll let you guys know, but there can be problems, which we're going to be going over, make sure everybody did it correctly, truthfully. So we're going to wait for sure till the end of the 35 minutes to let you know if anybody got it right.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then again, okay, yeah, it's 4:15, and I'm gonna
just make sure. Is everybody good? If everybody is good, then we'll get started.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
There is the link in the chat, guys. I'll give you guys everybody 15-20 seconds to make sure you can open the link, and then the timer will get started.
Yep. Just a reminder, do not edit in that Replit. Just copy and paste the code from that.
You should be able to just click the link and it should take you to the Replit. All right, at 4:17, I will begin the timer. All right, guys, the 35 minutes start now. Good luck. Lavdi and I will be here in the background. So if you have a question, feel free to speak up or just privately message us. Best of luck.
Good luck, guys. All right, 1 minute left, guys. $50. I'll start a countdown at 15 seconds.
Alrighty, the final last 10 seconds, guys. Here is the stretch. Make sure you get those
All
replets.
right, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Alrighty. All right, guys, that wraps up the debugging timer. Time is up. Make sure that we'll give you guys a minute more. Make sure you get those replets sent over to Labdi so that we can see that you have submitted.